Hey YouTube, this is Jacob with Good to Go Gear. Here to do a unboxing and a first impressions video. This is something I'm kind of excited about. Not something I need, but just something I'm kind of excited about. It's from Blade HQ. I ordered it Friday night, and I got it here. Today's Monday, so maybe I ordered it Thursday. No, it was Saturday. I ordered it Friday night when I got home from work, and it's Monday morning and it's already to my door. So that's pretty good. Alright, so let's see what all's in here. What's this? I didn't even know I got this. This is a This is like a Blade HQ, possibly a stainless steel or aluminum cup with their logo. That's kind of cool. I wasn't expecting that at all. So that's cool. It says it's made in China, but it's Blade HQ, and that's kind of cool. I'm a big fan of theirs. They always do great customer service. Here's the box. Got a lot of paper and padding in here. Here's your order form. They always give you this. It's always like the same thing. Like returns, exchanges, warranty, knife care, blah, blah, blah. Returns, you have 20 days. I'll go ahead and put this down and get it out of the way. Alright. This is the Esee 5 Plain Edge Black. I've never had one come in a box like this. Mine always comes in a plastic bag. From Blade HQ even. But I like them. I like Esee's because my wife is from Idaho, and I used to live in Idaho, and they're made in Idaho Falls. I wish I had known that when we lived there, because I'd probably come by to visit their store. So yeah, here's the box. Okay. All right. So the one thing that Blade HQ does that does bother me is I guess they do always open their stuff. I called them about it once because I was like, I don't want a display model. I want brand new. I'm the only person that's touched it. But I guess they opened it to make sure serial numbers match and stuff like that. I think that's what they told me one time. But either way, I don't really care. I don't want one that's been messed with. Alright. So for some reason this was loose in the box. But they've got the screws here for attaching the base plate with the clip, which I hate these. I don't know what the hell this goes to. I guess it's just an extra one. Let's see. Alright, these cards, I've got a gazillion of these cards for all the Esees that I've got. And I like them. I keep one in my wallet. I think I gave one to my wife that she keeps in her purse. Because it says, you know, some signaling, some measuring, you know, for measurements. You know, it says short-term survival tips, and I like it because it's just something to read. You know, if you do happen to get lost in a survival situation or whatever, and you need just something to read, you know, it's not very much, but it's something to maybe just read and keep you occupied, and you might memorize it. I don't know. Plus, I think you can maybe sharpen it, you know, and use to cut something. I don't know what. You know, I don't know if you're going to slice paper and stuff with it, but you know, I like them. They're handy. I have one in my wallet, one in my wife's purse. I have several just in drawers and different kits. I like them. They come in pretty handy. This, let's see, this tells about the knife. Esee knives, Esee 5 survival, escape, and evasion knife. And it tells you about it and all that. And one thing I do like about this is, as far as I know, one of the only Esees that still comes with an actual, like, real Kydex sheath. When I first started ordering Esees, the Esee 4s that I had, I've got two that have real Kydex and one that's just got that injection molded plastic, which I think is shit. But it does a good job. Actually, I've got one Esee 4 that has that, and both my Esee 6s have that. But it does do a good job, you know, for a sheath. I mean, it stays tight. So anyway, let's get to the knife. This is the Esee 5, which I've been debating on getting for a long time because I've got the BK2s. and I just found it just to be too big. Like they're just big and bulky. I do keep one in like my bug out bag, like I guess like some people call it like their inch bag, like I'm never coming home. And that's kind of what mine is. So I do want a big chunky piece of steel that I know is not going to break, not going to tear up in any way, and will last me a long time. The one thing I do like about the SE5 is they say it's a flat grind on their website, at least on Blade HQ's website. But I would call it more of a saber grind. But I mean, it is a 1/4 inch thick. Has micarta handles, and like I said, right here the blade thins down a lot. It seems like it's thinner than my Becker BK2s. So I wanted to try it out and test it out for myself. And by the time, but everybody gets the BK2s like, oh man, the handles suck, the Grivery handles that they come with, and they always replace them with micarta. I'll do all these upgrades and stuff. I mean, their coating sucks. Whereas, my other Esee knives, as long as you're just like carving with them and doing everyday tasks, I haven't worn the coating off of them. Matter of fact, after I oil them up and I usually get like an alcohol swab and rub any of the, tree sap or any stuff that's on there off, rub some oil over it, and you can't even tell. I'm sorry for my son in the background, but it's just how it is. I guess, Chris Tanner prepared my 101. He gets cars and planes and lawnmowers, and me, you've got my son in the background making noise, which is fine. It's my son. I'm not going to complain. But anyway, on the BK2s, everybody says, the coating wears off. It's not as good. The Esee coating's better. They upgrade the handles to micarta. And by the time you're done upgrading it, getting a better sheath for the BK2s, you may as well just bought an Esee5. So, I think I've got two BK2s. One for my wife's kit, one for my kit, and so I figured it was time to try this out. I do like the micarta handles. It looks like the Esee logo has been maybe like burned or laser etched kind of in here. I mean, I can't really feel it, so maybe just kind of burned in there. I don't know. It's got a bow drill divot, which I don't mind. If you ever see me making a bow drill fire, this shit has really hit the fan. And let's go over the sheath. I took this off. I guess I shouldn't have it. I always put it on the handle for a lanyard, because this is not going to fit around my leg or anybody. Maybe my wife's leg. I mean, she's not a big person, but damn, that's not a lot to tie around your leg. They always put it down here at the edge of the sheath. So what I usually do is I just stick it through the end, stick it back through this little, I don't know what this thing is called. Stick it through there. And pull it through. And then I do one of these knots, like, I don't know what it's called, just an overhand knot, to keep it from sliding completely off while I'm using it. I try to use as little of the paracord as possible. But I just tie it on there like that, and that way this is adjustable. So, say I'm using it, I can put my hand through there and tighten it up. But this one's pretty tight. It doesn't seem like they give me as much paracord as usual, which isn't that big a deal because I usually make one of my own, or for myself. Like it says Esee knives, USA. Rowan is, I think, the people who actually make the steel and cut it to provide the knife. It says the SE5, and it's got the real cool logo on it. I love the Esee logo with the skull and the knives behind it. I usually, if you see some of my other videos, I usually put that black paint for touch up on my vehicles. I put that over the top of it because I don't want to have to worry about it rusting. And everybody says, oh, it'll rust, with if you don't take care of it because it's 1095 high carbon steel. But I've never had a problem with it. I've coated one of my SE4s, one of my SE6s, and my SE3. So that way I don't have to worry about it. Because like I said, the edge, as long as you maintain it, sharpen it regularly and stuff, I haven't had any rusting on it. But also after I use it, if it does happen to rain or drizzle on me and it gets wet, I also happen to carry oil with me to take care of it. Anyway, back to the sheath. It's a good Kydex sheath. I'd say it's probably, I don't know, maybe the 0.08 thickness on it. It does have a drain hole, which after watching, what's his name? Doug Wilson, I think, with Yellow Hawk Custom. He doesn't have one, and he polishes his edge so that it looks like it won't drain. But he shows in his videos, even with his high quality sheets, it still drains. So you don't really need a drain hole. But that, to each his own. I do like it. I've got some, what are those things called? Tech locks that I was going to throw on here, you know, because you can do that. Maybe wrap it with paracord and put a pouch on it. And this also has a retention screw, which needs to be on there super tight. But it, you know, if you put the knife in it and slide this up, it's kind of like the PLSK1 sheath. You pull that up, damn. Oops, you can get it out, but like I said, I just loosened the screw a little bit. You can get that out, but man, you got to really. All right, now that I tighten, okay, now that I tighten it, it is even harder, but it does come in and out. But you've got to really be cranking on that to get that to come out. When you push it down, it comes out much easier. You know, it's not that big a deal. When you tighten it up, man, that thing's tight. I do like that. I mean, even with it out, it's not coming out regardless. So I think it's a good high quality sheath. Let me see if there's any rattle. There's not really any rattle. The only thing I may do is attach a ferro rod holder. I like to have a ferro rod on my knives, and that way you can put a ferro rod on here. So yeah, that's it. I really like it so far. I mean, like I said, y'all watch, I just got out of the box. I've never used one before, but from what I've seen with the profile, you know, the grind on it, it seems like it's able to do a little more finer work. And I do like the grip. You know, I don't have any noticeable hot spots. Some people I watch on YouTube say this kind of a finger choil. You can do that. I think as long as you're careful, you're not going to cut your hand. So I don't know how sharp it is out of the box. Oh yeah. Most of my knives from Esee are always, I don't know if you can see that, but you know, hair popping sharp. Shouldn't have done that on the dining room table, but whatever. But yeah, it's overall, I mean, it is heavy. It weighs a pound. Let me read some of the specs real quick. I had it pulled up on my phone. It says the overall length is 11 inches. You know, from tip to tip, it's 11 inches. The blade length is 5 1/4 inches. The blade thickness is 1/4 inch. The hardness is a 55 to 57. The blade style says it's a drop point. See the blade grind. See, it says it's a flat grind, but I don't know. That looks, I'd say maybe more of a saber, but it's got a real robust tip. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's a real robust tip. It says the handle length. So the handle length is 5.75 inches. The weight is, it says 15.90 ounces, so just a good pound. You know, it is a fixed blade, obviously, and then full tang. I love that. This doesn't happen to have any liners in the handles, which is kind of strange. I think most Esees have a liner. This one does not. Again, I don't know if y'all be able to see that, but there's no liner in the handles. Sheath is, the sheath is Kydex. The model number is the 5P, and I got the black one. They do make an OD green, an orange, a tactical gray, I think is what it's called. All sorts of different colors and versions of this. I like the black. I just try to stick with the black. I actually like the color of these handles better than the other ones I get. I guess they're, what color are they? The color of the handles is tan, and on the SE6 and SE4s I've got, they're both the same color, but they look more of a greenish color. And I do like this. It's lighter. I like it. It means it'll probably show dirt and grime faster, but I like it regardless. Let me see. Somehow that already looks scuffed up right there on the logo. I love that it's made in the USA. And just a little bit of background. This is actually, I think everybody knows this, but it's actually made for helicopter pilots. I think in South America, so they could, you know, bust the glass and cut their way out of a helicopter if needed. And you know, that's kind of cool. I like that. Most of the people I've seen on YouTube, I haven't seen anyone use it for cutting out of a helicopter, because you know, most of us use it for bushcraft. But overall, yeah, I like it. I'm gonna start wearing it and try to get some use out of it, and yeah, go from there. So I like it. The clip that comes with it, It is a metal clip. The reason I don't like these isn't because they don't work. It's I wear a Black Hawk CQC Riggers belt, and I was wearing one of these on my SE4 last year when I was out in the woods hunting, and the metal, I guess the edges are kind of sharp, and I just gotten a new CQC Riggers belt from Black Hawk, and it cut into the damn nylon, and that really pissed me off. So I don't carry these. What I do is I get like a keychain ring and some nylon and make kind of my own little, I mean it's kind of redneck rig, but I make my own little what's it called, drop leg, dangler system. And so I'll mount this on, and just put a clip on it back here and make my own dangler system. However, if you put it this way, like for right-handed carry, it does cover the bow drill divot. I, however, actually carry my knife on my left side, which is kind of strange, but I do. So I mean, I can switch it around, just switch everything around, and it shouldn't be that big of an issue. So yeah, anyway, this is the Esee 5P for plain edge, and it's the black version of it. And this is Jacob Good to Go Gear, and this is my unboxing and first impression. So anyway, thanks.